So let's start. Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to Abort Master, Brother Joe Huang, brother sister around the world, to the online book study on Sutra and Infinite Beings. Today, I would like to share Master Chen Yan's daily word of wisdom. So, upholding one resolve, passing on great love, sharing a single pure thought, we enter the gates of cities, great love. We do not ask how much an entrepreneur profits, but whether they lead and guide others. When we establish ourselves as models of characters, the lights of hope appear in society. I hope your heart and mind may beat as one, with selfless giving as our foundation. Exert your utmost effort to guard your resolve. Let great love be passed on for 60 years. Never forget the initial thoughts. Never forget that person from the very beginning. Keep your original aspiration unchanged and use both compassion and wisdom to save all beings. Okay.
We can't see your PPT, Sister Mabel.
Can't see it.
Or you didn't?
I shared with you. How about now?
Yeah, okay. Now okay.
I need to read again. Okay. So just now, okay.
It's okay.
So
Continue.
again, I continue. Okay. So for masters, daily words of wisdom. So let's move on. So before we hear the wonderful sharing, let us invite Abort Masters to lead us in paying the recipient. So let's write. Palms together. First bow. Second bow. And a bow to our beloved Abort Master who could join us today. Okay. So now I would like to invite Brother Robert to kindly introduce the session and our presenters. Over to you, Brother Robert. And then
Yeah, Karen, Sister Mabel. Yeah, good evening, brothers and sisters. Very warm welcome to the session number 9 of our Sutra of Infinite Meanings book study. Today, we are truly grateful to have with us Brother Eric Tan, a management system consultant here to share. I had a little chat with Brother Eric. Interestingly, once Brother Eric has a very deep discomfort or real taboo, or we call it in Malay pantang towards the topic of death. Always try to avoid wakes and funerals and anything related to it, But yet, through a very meaningful encounter with the Silent Mentor program in Hualien 10 years ago, a quiet transformation began. What was once fear gradually turned into understanding, and what was once avoidance blossomed into courage and affinity. So let us now listen with mindfulness and openness as Brother Eric share his heartfelt and inspiring journey of courage. Over to you, Brother Eric.
Okay, thank you, Brother Robert. So I will share my screen now. Okay, just before I start, I would like to show a short video of the Silent Mentor prepared by the Silent Mentor, what we call that, the audio and video part team.
Okay.
It means the Zhen San Mei team of Silent Mentor.
What is a silent mentor? Many people know that organs can be donated after death, but do they know that the body can also be donated for medical studies? Body donation enables medical students to carry out simulated surgical training, to study about the nervous system, blood vessels, the heart, liver, spleen, lungs, kidneys, and so forth. To let medical students make their first surgical cut. The medical community honors a body donor as teacher of the body or silent mentor. A silent mentor teaches without speech. Students would perceive the value of life and recognize the meaning of death. Before their passing, a silent mentor has voluntarily given consent, pledging their body as a selfless offering, leaving the world with great compassion. Their students would learn that a patient is someone's father, mother, or child, someone who has worked hard and sacrificed for the family. They would realize on the surgical bed what a patient needs most is to be treated with compassion. There is no room for mistakes.
Okay.
What is
It's actually started 10 years ago that I went to Tzu in Hualien for an event lah. Basically, is the entrepreneur group that I went with them. So we did learn a lot of things from there, basically. And then actually, I go with my home sister, basically. So at the end of the event, actually, we plan to stay in Taiwan for sightseeing or tour during that time. But after we met, then we found that how should I say? We found that there is something that we want to do basically, rather than touring in Taiwan. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, so we take our decision that to go back to Hualien, to explore more about what is Tzu is all about. Because at that time we are quite rushed lah. Basically, you're following a tour, right? So you don't have much time or whatsoever to explore more. So we decided to go back. Then when we go back to Hualien at that time, of course we found a place to stay. Basically, we don't know how we move around. Then after we settle down there, then the very first thing that we want to go is to the hospital of Hualien. So when we are there at that time, basically is like we just touring at that area lah, basically. So I think there is a charity department in the hospital itself, if I can recall that lah. Basically, then we move into we go into there and then we get some information from there. So there's one sister from there tell us that in a few days' time there is an event called the Silent Mentor Program. I was like, what is that basically? So then it started from there. I was like, oh, what is that? A body donation? But how does it all about? I don't really understand that. So we just agree lah, that we will go to the event basically. Because what the sister told us is like, is a very rare event lah. It's not held every day, or is like not how should I say that? Uh, mm, an event that is being done regularly, lah, basically. So, but through my heart, basically, is like a bit pantang, lah. is very I'm kind of person is like a very superstitious kind of person. So like funeral, this type of issue, right? I don't really like to attend basically because it's myself that when I look into the death, right? So it's like is how should I say? It's like it's not norm to me lah, basically. So after that, we did a tour in the hospital, and then we settled down from there. And then we move around in Hualien, and actually, I did met with Brother Joe Huang also at that time. So after that, then uh, we just being there, and then we go for Xun Fa Xiang with Master Chen Yan, and also the 资工早会, all this event that we also participate in. And then finally the day come for the silent mentor program, so we are still thinking about whether we should go. But at the end, I take the courage to go. But in my heart, I was like, actually, what this event is basically. So we went there, and actually, the person in charge at that time there is also another sister saying that, oh, this is actually a family affair kind of like event. It's not suitable for outsiders. So actually, we was like, okay, then maybe we leave it as it is lah. So at the end, the sister said that you hold on for a while. Let me make an inquiry, and then we'll come back to you. So at the end, actually we have the affinity for this silent mentor, and then they accept us to go in, but one condition is um, we don't say too much of things like we just follow the group, and then we just explore and know about what is silent mentor. So while we are in, this is the picture that I can show when we are trying to go inside there. But during my way going in, basically, I found that I am shivering basically. So it's like not norm to me basically. I can feel that my goosebump and whatsoever, right? It's like, oh, it's like very cold basically. So I basically have no choice because behind me there's a lot of people already lining up to go in. So I just follow the queue. So when we go into the autonomy hall, which is this area, and basically I was like very scared, basically, very scared, very fearful. Probably I can say that I have a trauma at that time. So I can feel it now. So basically, it's not easy to encounter the feeling of myself, which is so rejecting this type of event. But I have no choice because everybody is already in. Then so I have to just follow the flow lah, basically. Then as you can see, this picture is the master is doing chanting, and actually they are moving around the silent mentor. At that time, my time there is 8 silent mentors there. So I found that okay, I basically don't dare to see the silent mentor itself there. So I just follow master to just make a round and do the chanting. But actually at that time, right, after a few rounds of chanting, I found out that I'm a bit of peace at that time. A little bit of peace. I'm not really scared anymore and whatsoever. But um, it's still the feeling is very rejecting this type of event. I was like hoping that to end it fast and so on. So basically it end around like after 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 15 minutes after master chanting, then we stop and stand over there, and it's time for the family members to look at the loved one, the silent mentor itself. So at that time, I really don't dare to see anything. You move, see up or down or left or right, but I don't dare to see the silent mentor. And after that, the event end. Then the one of the Churchy sister there brought us out. Then at that time only I feel a bit of relief on this occasion. So basically, I can tell that is I have a real trauma at that time. But eventually, after the sister explained to me what is silent mentor, and then we ourselves having lunch with the family member, then I was like um, trying to understand actually what is silent mentor is, what silent mentor is. But at the end of the day, right, I just understand it's like you donate your body into somewhere, and then you let someone to handle your body, and then they will do like medical research and all these things. That's my basic understanding at that time. So after that, then the event end. But at the end of the day, right, I feel really trauma at that time, really, even after the event itself. So but one thing is when we come back to Malaysia from after the trip, right? In the aeroplane itself, I found out an article saying that one of the silent mentor that I went on the event itself donate her body for medical research. Okay, because it's a Taiwan newspaper, so I couldn't read Chinese. So my wife, my home sister showed me the article itself. So I found that, huh, she is so young, and then suddenly, why should she donate and all these things? Therefore, I don't really understand. But at the end of the day, it's like, wow, it's so great for her to donate her body. She's so selfless. So, she wants, in the article itself, it says that she wants to help, let the medical person to, learn from her body, and then in future, so that they can tackle the sickness, or the cancer itself, much more better, because she cannot being safe. So I was like, wow, so great, things like that. So I was like thinking, actually, this type of program itself, is like you are helping future people in this world, to maybe to have less suffering, or is one of the way, to help the human itself, lah. So I was like thinking, wow, it's not bad at all, Actually, from there, I was actually, from the trip itself, I come back. Then I was like thinking, why should I scared of all this? Because it's nothing much, what we as human, right? We have to die one day, basically. So what is there to scared all about? So from that day onwards, right, basically, I tried to pick one or two funeral to attend. Then actually, from there itself, right, uh, I don't feel the trauma at all already. But in the first place, that I would not go and see the coffin itself, lah. But times goes by, right? I was like, I'm not scared anymore, just to go and have a look at the person. And my pure thinking is only one: to create a affinity with the person. Maybe I don't know, or maybe I know. Why I say maybe I don't know? Because after that, in Tzu before I go into the silent mentor program in UM, in Tzu I go a lot for this. They call it 助念. So is to give, is for us to create affinity with the deceased. So I was like thinking, wow, it's so great, actually, to understand more about all this, and then to have a good affinity. Although I don't know the disease is who, maybe I don't know who is he or she, but at the end of the day, I have a pure thought of just to, create a good affinity with them. Then from there itself, after that, is like I feel that I no longer really, afraid of this type of things over there. So after that, when I came back to Malaysia, so I look for one of my old brother lah. I know him long time ago. He's also a Tzu Chi person. He's Mr. Brother Mok. So he also is in this silent mentor program. So I did request him to, like maybe I can join into the silent mentor program to know more and learn more about it. And basically, what he told me is, you are not ready yet. You are not ready yet for this program. So I was like, okay. So maybe I have trust in him lah. So I never really pursued further until one fine day. But at that time, it's a COVID season, basically from 2020 until like 2022. We have lockdown and all this in Malaysia, right? So after that, I believe that at that time also the silent mentor program cannot be held at that time. So after that, when the affinity again come, he called me and tell me that, okay, I have this gratitude ceremony in the silent mentor. You want to come and have a, experience on it? So I'll say, okay, no problem. So I just go over. Then from there, I did understand a lot of things lah. But basically, it's just the gratitude ceremony. That means the sending off ceremony at that time. So not much lah, but basically you can understand, you can see in YouTube or whatsoever, is basically the gratitude ceremony, and then it's like a sending off of the silent mentor, and so I purely understand. Or that part is, you are sending off for them, and then they will go for cremation and so on. So I did ask also a lot of question about how the cremation like, and then how is the burial like. So at one point already, then Brother Mock said that, okay, you can come into the silent mentor program to know more. So I participate in the whole program of it that I'm in. Okay, the next I'm going to show is the Malaysia silent mentor program. So it's held in University Malaya, and then this is the latest home visit. We have to do a home visit with the family members of the silent mentor. So these are the group of students that they participate in, and then they will ask about more about the silent mentor. So from this interview, not only the student, myself also know what actually the silent mentor, when he or she is alive, what they do, what is their life, and the whole story of the silent mentor, and it's very very touching basically. So it's not easy for them to make a decision to become a silent mentor. Okay, this is the thing that we have to do before we let the student know about the silent mentor and the family member lah, his history lah, basically. Then we will start with the pre-workshop preparation already. So that one is 3 days before the initiation of the silent mentor. We have to do a preparation of the silent mentor program already. So on 3 days before the silent mentor is being initiated, we have to do a toning. of the silent mentor because it's already deep freeze in the freezer, so we need to um, um, remove them out from the freezer to let them uh, 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 decrease the how do I say decrease increase the body because they are being iced, so we need to like to make
Defrost.
them defrost. Thank you. Defrost them. Thank you. Okay. So these are the students, and this is being done by all the students itself. Basically, we as volunteer is just to assist them only basically, and all the students here they are doing all the preparation work and everything themselves. Okay. Then yeah, and then we'll send them to the autonomy hall there to defreeze them. Okay. So then we have the introduction of the silent mentor being held so that everyone in the program knows that the silent mentor, who are they, their history, and so on. Okay, because we get the information from the home visit, then we can the student will present it in the program lah, itself. Then this is one of the silent mentor that I really touched, that he is so young and then he can understand the usefulness of the silent mentor. So basically, he also touched me regards to this. That's why in this PPT I would like to show him to you all. Then after the toning, right, the initiation day is done, will be after 3 days lah, so that the student also will clean the silent mentor themselves. So everything is being done by the student, as I mentioned just now. Okay, and this is the initiation ceremony whereby the family members will join in. Like I say, when I'm in Hualien, actually it's the same scene. It's just that the place is different. So this is in Malaysia, UM. So this is the initiation ceremony held in Malaysia, UM. And also the prayers are being done by following what their religion is. Except Islam, we have various those 宗教的那个 that ceremony lah being held lah. Okay, this is one of them. And after the prayers, everything, then the family members could see the silent mentor from the initiation ceremony. And this is this is the two young boy that also touches my heart. And I saw them touching their brother head, and they also I can feel that they also feel like they can accept the scene basically. Okay, and after the initiation, then they will start the workshop. Okay, the workshop will last for 4 days. 4 days. Then various workshop will be held. That one is under the medical side to arrange, and then the event is changes from time to time basically, but it's fixed for the every session that we have for the silent mentor is fixed. So there are various kind of this workshop being held. Okay, and then after the workshop, then we will do the coffining already. Here, this is the coffining of the silent mentor. Okay, and after the coffining, the following day we will do the gratitude ceremony, whereby the review of the workshop, and then also the video actually played on the whole workshop, and a presentation of certificate of for gratitude also being given to the family members, whereby this is also a very touching scene lah to me. Okay, and then after that, they will be the student will do the hand sign presentation to the family members. Okay, and then after that, we are doing the sending off ceremony, whereby most of them are the professors that are carrying the coffin of the silent mentor, which also I feel very proud of for the silent mentor, that in this scene, that the professors are also, putting inside uh, to give the praise for the silent mentor. And the student themselves also, they did a lot of work on this, because can see that the card there, they did by themselves for the silent mentor. Okay, and then this is the sending off ceremony, and then another one, sending off ceremony. Then this part is the cremation ceremony, which being held in the Nilai Memorial Park, and also the students will be there to do the cremation ceremony. Then after that, they will have the collection of bones. Then they will do the ash burial or sea burial, or they have their own place for the as their burial lah, for either they choose their own method of burial. Okay, so from here, basically, I act as a volunteer in the silent mentor program in to assist for the student, basically. And uh, and actually, for me, is like, um how should I say? Basically, it's like, yes, the very first time when I go there, I feel a bit weird, but maybe because of my experience in Hualien. So when I go into this silent mentor in here, I don't basically have the trauma, because here I can see the how the workshop is being held, and I can say that if a normal person that goes and have a look at this, uh, or maybe I can say that myself first. If, let's say, in the first place, when I'm in Hualien, I go into this silent mentor, and I can see the workshop, right? I don't think I can take it myself at that time, because it's too traumatic. It's too traumatic, and then is I'm not ready. As Brother Mark also told me, that if you are not ready, and then you get trauma, and then you will have your life hair wired. So maybe to me, it's like, he let me to have a cool down period, to you reflect yourself whether you are suitable, to look into this silent mentor itself, as 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 what you have seen. Basically, is not scary or whatsoever, or you know but luckily, I can say that after I go into the first silent mentor in Malaysia, here, I don't feel that I have any trauma or whatsoever. It's just that maybe the look itself, or what's the ceremony on the workshop itself, probably because there is a lot of workshop being done. So probably at first I was like, I don't really can accept it. But at the end of the day, when you have actually the thought of the whole program on what it is, then probably this gave you the courage to um, move on basically. So from here, I found that for this program, it is very 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 meaningful, you know, to carry on. I also would like to thank Master Chen Yen on this program, and also I myself have the affinity to work or to understand more about silent mentor in as a whole. But at the end of the day, I still need to learn more on this uh, uh, program. Okay, thank you for the sharing.
Brother Eric, for your inspiring and heartfelt sharing on this silent mentor program. I think your journey, I think from initial hesitation, trauma that you mentioned, you really put in the courage, the courage truly touches us, I think you remind us that all this fear, but I think with understanding, and the source of compassion and strength will overcome all this fear. So your sincere sharing really enlighten us, and I think walking this path, and to share with us. So, this from your journey, 10 over years ago, now that you are able, to literally, be with all the so-called silent mentors, to transform fear into love, so much, Brother Eric. Yeah, maybe we'd like to invite your buddy, Brother Mok. Brother Mok is online as well, isn't it? Brother Mok, you want
Yeah, I
any?
think I saw him.
Yeah, Brother Mok, are you able to say a few words on this silent mentor, Brother Mok?
Thank you for my invite me, Robert.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, I only say is Eric have been overcome from trauma to understanding, and
Mm.
he also doing. Since a 3 year, he been non-stop to giving a serving to our team, and we only have a short of people, but anyhow, he have been giving a full support for us. That I
Yeah.
only can say he have been overcome his fear to turn up to a great love. Thank you.
Mm. Yeah, okay, yeah, Brother Mok, yeah, for your kind words, I think this silent mentor is really a profound reminder that even in silence, love can speak the loudest. I feel, for a body, I think this is something really, truly, truly amazing, those people who donate their bodies. In fact, I also had this same experience, Brother Eric, about 20 years ago when I visited, my first visit to Hualien, and when we were brought to see all these so-called specimens, you know.
Mm.
So I think these teachers, really offer their selfless gift. It's really a selfless gift to guide, I think, these medical students. And then the humility and the respect. I think it's both ways. I think it's also teach. I think the doctors, to allow. I think the doctors to learn about caring and compassion, and then also to provide, of course, the additional skill and knowledge, to
True.
improve the surgical skill, So I think this is something, what Master Chen Yan wanted both parties, I mean the silent mentors and also the students to learn, and of course we, as the volunteers and the third parties, we will also be, inspired, to understand that, this through this life lah, I always feel I think there's one student that I read one article before, I think he wrote you were silent, yet your love echoed in every life we will touch lah. So I think this sentence also have been always in my mind, I think when we encountered this silent mentor. Okay, next we would like to invite the Brother Joe to give us his insight on this silent mentor program. Brother Joe, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Brother Robert, and thank you, Brother Eric. I think it was especially, I was going to talk about silent mentor, how I feel, but after your sharing today, it gave me a different perspective. I think we all did not start out to think about changing ourselves. We probably don't have the wisdom or we don't have the courage. You never liked to think about the deceased, right? We not just you, I think most of us, if we don't have to, we don't have to. We don't engage ourselves in these activities because we're not used to, we don't feel comfortable, and it's okay. We could, for our entire life, we don't have to deal with it until maybe it hit us. But then that's something that we have to deal with it. We can run away, but we can choose to not interact with it. We don't have to. And most of us didn't think about we have to overcome anything because we didn't have to until we have to, right? But I think that's exactly what Master in Tzu Chi, right? Master Cheng Yen guided us on a path where it's not just you. We don't have the willpower to become a better self, but we have the willpower when we want to do it for other people. That's the strength. If it's just by yourself, thinking, no, I understand that the deceased and, it's all about karma, it's all about affinity. Why am I afraid of these deceased people? Why am I wondering about the auspiciousness of dealing with the death, right? No, I don't have enough power to overcome that on my own. I don't have to, and I don't need to have the courage. But for others, we somehow conjure up the strength. We somehow talk to ourselves, convince ourselves, and persuade ourselves so that we get to do something that's kind, that's good, that's much powerful than what we would have chosen if we were by ourselves. And that's the power of the people. That's why Master wanted us to go into the mass of people, right? Go into the masses. Don't just try to cultivate on your own because it is difficult. There are things that it's easier on your own, but there are a lot of things that we would just say to ourselves, it's okay. I don't have to do it right now. I'll skip it. But a lot of times, sometimes it's the group of people that's around you that will give you that strength and give you that purpose. And when you start to see that story, whether it's that young 20-year-old boy or the story that you first time came here and you read in the paper about the person that donated her body, those stories makes you have the strength to be brave and courageous enough. But if it's just on your own, we don't have to come up with the strength because we could get by without it. And I think that's where Master is giving us. She didn't give us the strength directly. She guided you to see the people, maybe not even the people in need. We didn't see the doctors, right? But we saw the others. They have the courage to face their destiny. The boy perished in when he was 20 years old. I mean, imagine that. He looks like a handsome boy, handsome man. He's got his life ahead of, but he has the courage. And the least thing I can do is to make it so that his story can be heard, so that the doctors operating on him know his story and appreciate it, so that this boy's family understands the value that the program that brought out in his very short 20 years of life. Imagine, what could he have done in the short 20 years? But now, with this, with you, with your courage, that you are able to show everybody the value of his life goes well beyond the 20 short-lived life that he has on this when he walked this planet. And I think that's where we derive our strength from. A lot of times we are weak. I am weak by myself. If it wasn't for today, I will be doing something else, right? I'll be maybe doing something else. I'll not be diligent. I'll not be working hard. But because of today. And I'm sure if it wasn't for today, Brother Eric probably didn't prepare this, or probably didn't go into his memory and think about all these things. But because of us, he had to spend the time to prepare this. He gains the most from it. And then because of Eric did all the work, we come on and we want to show support. So we learn, and then we get more emotionally supported from him. A lot of times, we wouldn't want to do these right things ourselves. It's because of the others. And that's what Master is giving us, this group of people, what we call Dharma family, that somehow there is power in numbers. Somehow we can help each other in the ways that when you're by yourself, you couldn't do alone. And I thank you, Brother Eric, sharing with us to overcome. I remember, I was very touched every time I saw the program, every time I listened to the stories. And I remember, I borrow, we all had these videos, right? So when you go to this university, you watch these videos, and I'm sure just like those videos, and it was like a 40 minutes, 50 minutes video. It was a long one. And I went there, I played for my parents. And I want them to know what I think. And I want them to sort of write their names, and sign the cards. But you know what? When it's time for me to give them the card, I couldn't. I can't. I can't think of the thought that after my parents' passing, somebody's going to cut into my mom and dad. I can't. I still haven't gone through that. I haven't. And so so I'm stuck there. I show them and they're really touching, right? I was crying the whole time. And my dad, always the reasonable one, he didn't shed any tears, just sit there silently. My mom was crying all over, right? And I didn't have the heart, because I asked myself, I can't start to think that, after their passing, I would still feel their pain. I would feel their pain. So I haven't, I could do this for myself, but I can't do it for them. So everybody has got to go through their own weakness. And I tell myself, be reasonable, be logical. They're not feelings. Once they're past, they can't feel this. But just the thought, of these people, these doctors, even if they're learning, even if it's for their own good, I can't. So I haven't given them the application form. I did it for myself, but I couldn't do it. Even I showed them the video, I was prepared, show them the video, give them the application. And after I watched it that night, I was crying, and it was and then my dad was like, "So is that it?" Yeah, that's it. I just ran back to my room and I cried, and I couldn't give him the application form. But that's me. So everyone is dealing with their own difficulties, and sometimes it's not logic. It's not something like, I'm telling you, there isn't something, in the air you cannot see. It's not that. It's just something that you have to go through it, You have to. Yeah. So I'm glad for you, Brother Eric, that You got through that. You got through your difficulties. And now you're doing this great service for all the people to make them realize that their life isn't just, the value of their life isn't just when they're alive. Their value extends beyond, well beyond. And imagine how many people that these doctors are going to help. And then imagine if these doctors eventually, become teachers and they teach even more doctors. And then they're going to benefit more people. Imagine the value of that 20-year-old boy who has made that choice. Whether it's himself made it or if his parents, I'm not sure, but whoever made a choice, the value of their lives extended well beyond. And me, I'm still trapped in the fact that there is pain for my parents. So I can't go there. So that's just, we are all trapped somewhere and we need the strength of each other. Thank you, Brother Eric. Thank you, Brother Robert, for, making this possible. I think we all needed each other's strength.
Can I
Thank you.
share something? Can I share
Please.
something?
Sure, please.
Actually, from here, right, I would like to give my deepest gratitude to Brother Joe. When I know Tzu Chi before I know this silent mentor, right? I've been in your Dharma teaching for this English group since I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 2015, something like that. That's why I can meet you in Hualien at the time. I don't know whether you still remember me. So I just the reason I go into this silent mentor is because I hold your word. You told me that because I'm not strong in Dharma, I can tell you directly, because I really can't really understand how the Dharma work. But I remember once you told in the sharing that there are many doors, so you just choose your door. You just feel yourself, and then any door can you can go through. It doesn't need to be like Tzu door or whatever door. You just go through whatever you want, and then from there you will sure find yourself, and also your courage, and all the things that I share for this silent method. I get it from there basically. Because when you ask me, right, do I have any, thought or whatsoever why I go into this? What, like just now, you said that you just don't know what is coming from somewhere. It's just that someone tell you something, and it's like your I don't know how to say that. It's just that you you just sometimes you keep yourself quiet, then sometimes something will come. And I don't know why I have the affinity with you, that every time when I listen to your Dharma, right, I sure get something. But the thing that I get is different from others. I don't understand why. But at the end of the day, I understand that um, to me, I've been in Tzu Chi, and then I have do various section of Tzu Chi. But at the end of the day, I don't know why the part that I fear the most, and now I'm doing it the most. I also don't understand how is it. But to me, right, like Brother Joe, just like you said, for your parents, right? For me, I also did learn something from my dad, because my dad passed away in 2003. And then I really hold on what he said 1 week before he died, that he told me that I just want a simple ceremony. I doesn't need to have, all this ceremony or what. But at that time, I don't know what is, I don't, there is no silent mentor. And then I also don't know what is he talking about. But and then what I can recall after that, maybe in 2015, 2016, then I thought, actually my dad have that thought itself. So from there also itself, I learned why he have this thought. I don't have a chance to ask him. But what I can do is try to convince my mom to become a silent mentor. But it took me several years until at the end, when I go to the first gratitude ceremony in Malaysia, and I brought my daughter, and from there, it's just that my daughter just tell my mom a few words only. My mom agreed. I also don't understand why. It's just work that way basically. So yeah, I just don't know. But the path, the real path is what I would like to thank is to Master Chen Yan that she created this program. And then for myself, in the soul of, let's say I'm in Taiwan or Hualien or whatsoever, to encounter this, right? At the end of the day, it reflects me is, or what it reflects me is brothers Joe's sharing on Dharma that make me understand in my own way. I don't know whether it's correct or not. It's just my own way. And then furthermore is like I have the guidance from Brother Mok in Malaysia that he guided me, and then he have the patience on me. Because another thing I want to share with you is actually Brother Mok is, I don't like him at all. But at the end, he is the one that teaches me a lot, guided me a lot with patience. So in this sharing here, I just want to say thank you to him. Basically, my wholeheartedly. I don't know whether he's here. I don't know that he's
Yeah,
here
he's still
today.
here. He's still here.
I don't know whether, I don't know that he's here
Yeah.
until Brother Robert said that he's here. So I go, he's here. So just to share, actually we are having a silent mentor program. It's just that I have a personal reason. I have some things to do, so I could not go. But I had the time at night to do this sharing. He have helped me a lot also for this sharing. I asked him my opinion on how do I share, because this is the first time I share on Silent Mentor basically. So bear with me with my, not gel enough on all this. I will make myself better in future on all this. So I really want to thank everyone that being around with me, assist me, help me, and then to make what I am today, that I can contribute to the society. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Cannon so much, brother Eric. I think your sharing is very pure and simple, and easy for all of us to immerse, the heartfelt, really can feel the genuineness of your sharing. And of course, brother Joe Huang, I think all of us benefited one way or another from his sharing in this English world. Without him, I think we are all in the dark. I think he is the one that carrying the light. Otherwise, we are like, limping or one eye jack or something. So I think he really opened up this world. I think in the beginning, I think without all this AI, I think really we were all so-called the blind leading the blind, literally. But I think, yeah, brother Joe Huang really has opened up the world of Tzu Chi, to all of us I think all of us in one way or another. I think I couldn't have expressed enough gratitude. And today, I think, yeah, brother Joe Huang also gave us his personal sharing. I think all of us, yeah, need to go through these various challenges. Yeah, but I think it's not easy. I think this the body, in fact, I think even if you ask me to so-called sign up for my mom and dad for this program, I don't think I also have the courage to do that I think we can do it for ourselves, but for third party, all these I think finally, I think I always believe 一切都是好姻缘 yeah, okay. Maybe I think can we also invite maybe Sister Siu Ching to share a few words all the way from Lumbini. Sister Siu Ching is in Lumbini. Are you convenient to share, Sister Siu Ching? Or are you now cooking something, or you're muted, you're muted. Can you on your mic? You're muted.
Okay. Hi, warm greeting from Lumbini. With my roommate, 嘉如师姐 from Taiwan. 三合一了，不是四合一啊，三合一。没有四合一，他跟我讲是没有四合一。I'm very grateful. I have a very good roommate. The third roommate not yet here. It's a 3-room three-room accommodation. We have moved to this new hostel. Sorry, because we just came back from collecting bamboo.
So
This round our
how was your Xingyuan training today?
single training. I think Brother Max he give very minimal expectation on our team, I think. Otherwise, they say he used to have high expectation but for our female, our like female team, he has to set very low expectation. We just came here and we learned. 感恩 I'm very grateful to have brother Eric to share. 真的是 brother Eric, yeah, join us since we started. I think 2015. That's the time when we just started. I think I just commissioned from that year. Then Master very grateful because of brother Joe. He didn't give up on us. And he keep encouraging us on to move on this path. Because of brother Joe encouragement, of course. Master, that's why we have it. It has benefited definitely. Brother Robert said correct, really very well. Each of us, and I think I'm very honored and very grateful to see how every one of us, the small seedling, grow and blossom into. We see those people who come in the beginning, some 尖习 or new volunteers. Today they are holding heavy responsibility in Tzu Chi, like Sister Stephanie, of course, her education mission. When she, I think just started the time, I think she did not have the great courage yet to uphold this, but along the way with Master's teaching, of course, Brother Joe encouragement, of course, Sister Riani, we want to mention so many of us that grow from, I think, especially myself. I always thought that I'm like a happy volunteer, then suddenly, but all really very kind. And today, of course, Brother Eric, Brother Eric, he rejected me. He was so unsure. He said, no, Sister Chu. He is like questioning me whether I'm choosing the right person to share. But we know he's so passionate in silent mentor. Like he said, different door, because that's what we heard from Brother Joe. Very compassionate, just like Master. So long we walk on the path. 就是 helping everyone. Very grateful. Today, even though I heard behind not so much, but already very touched. Brother Eric, we hope to hear more from your side. And of course, Brother Mok, he has done a lot of charitable work, we know. 不用讲了, Brother Joe is really our great benefactors. I'm sure the next following days, we will hear more from the Lumbini side here, especially now that we have the building is coming up very nicely. Actually very touched. Every time passing this 金丝, every time we will like pass at least 2 times or 3 times. Every time like, wow, I'm like returning back to Hualien. Of course, it's not the same, but then the name is there, the appearances. Of course, the trees not yet grow, not yet so milestone, because everything is like instant tree, instant thing. But seeing the local staff and the overseas volunteers working together, 就是希望 really it's Master's wish. We really hope to make Master's wish come true. Very grateful to Master. Is beyond words. Very grateful that this time come. There are so many things that we wanted to accomplish, hope to do, but ultimately it's us ourselves learning a lot. 真的是 very 感恩 Okay, pass back to Brother Robert. 感恩
Sister Okay, can we take a group photo before we end our session? Sister Mabel, can you please help us to take a group photo? Sister Siu please on your video again. Yeah, quick one, Sister Mabel. Sister Mabel, are you still there?
Yeah. Coming
Yeah,
back.
everyone who are convenient, please on your video. Hi, Sister Wai Fong, the Siu Chin, the Kam Ling. Yeah, okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 感恩.
Okay, 感恩. Okay, I think yeah, time is always very
感恩
cruel.
大家
Time is always very cruel. I think now we have come to exceeded our time frame already. Yeah, so I think we have come to the end. I think we need to pay homage to Buddha and Sangren together. Please put our palms together. First bow, second bow, and third bow. 感恩 so much everyone for joining us, and 感恩 to Brother Eric and Brother Joe and Sister Siu Ching for the wonderful sharing. Okay, we'll see each other again next month. Please stay connected. Okay, thank you. 感恩 so much. Take care. Stay
take
safe.
care 感恩
Stay
大家
safe. Okay, bye-bye.